All right, Political Buzz is your rapid-fire look at the best political topics of the day. 3 questions, 3 seconds on the clock, 30 seconds on the clock. I shouldn't use 3 seconds because I know they'll go long. But let's see who the contenders are. Playing today, CNN political analyst Roland Martin. Can I say?
Holla at you, boy.
Can I say on the left? I guess I can say on the left. On the left, Roland Martin. Holla.
No, actually, you only that's technically you're correct. But
All right.
That's the high roll.
Founder and editor of Citizen Jane Politics, Patricia Murphy. And on the right, there you go, nice. CNN contributor, Will Cain. Come on, Will, do something. Flex, you got to do something. Everybody else, there you go, nice. Right.
Oh, do not show that again.
The polls are that way. All right, here's the
Don't show that again.
The polls are that way. All right, so the cover of Time magazine features Mitt Romney. The caption, "Why don't they like me?" What's your answer, Roro?
Well, primarily because this is a guy who was Plastic Man when he ran last time. I mean, he really was just so stiff. The whole issue, obviously, in terms of he had to deal with his Mormon faith in 2008 campaign. But also, conservatives don't like folks who, frankly, evolve. I mean, really, Ronald Reagan couldn't run for the GOP nomination today. So that bothers that he's taken positions in the past that he's now changed. And so they want somebody who stays the same, is consistent, and that's his biggest deal. So this whole deal, find anybody but Mitt, that's what this campaign is all about now.
Boom, right on target. Big Willie C., what do you think?
I always hope you go to Patricia first, because then we could get maybe, I don't know what you're going to say, Patricia, but all the normal answers that maybe because he's Mormon, maybe because he's amorphous ideologically. The truth is, I've thought a lot about this. I actually think the main inhibitor for Mitt Romney's popularity is style. You know, amorphous politically, as Roland just said, philosophically, well, Newt Gingrich is that as well. He's equally hard to pin down on the ideological spectrum. The truth is, I think that's only a problem for Romney in that it lends to, it's hard to find out who he is at all. He's just this kind of bland guy. And for the cliche is always the Democrats fall in love and Republicans fall in line. This year, Republicans want to fall in love.
You're done.
Look at the shiny baubles.
You're done.
That doesn't work well for Romney.
You're done. Okay, so Patricia, come on. You got to jump in there. She's a lady, but she's strong. What do you think?
Okay, here I go. The problem with Mitt Romney with these conservative voters, they don't know who he is and they don't know where he is. He is keeping a bizarrely low profile. Did one of his first national interviews 2 days ago, and it didn't go very well either. In terms of who he is, Mitt Romney on his positions has taken so many positions. Conservative voters literally don't know which one is true. They don't trust him at this point. And if you look at the union leader's endorsement of Newt Gingrich, what they said about somebody, and we know it was Mitt Romney, is we would rather have a nominee we disagree with on some issues than somebody who's telling us what he thinks we want to hear.
All right,
that's the problem.
It. So Roland says it's evolving of a candidate. Everyone else says it's flip-flopping. All right, but let's move on now to Gingrich. Make some bold statements on Fox News. Listen.
I helped Ronald Reagan and Jack Kemp develop supply-side economics. I helped lead the effort to defeat communism in the Congress.
All right, so do 2012 voters want to go back to the future, Will? And you can get in there while you're laughing as well. Go ahead.
Look, here's the problem, and this all ties in now with Roland and Patricia's analysis on Mitt Romney. Newt Gingrich you cannot pin him down ideologically either. He is just like Mitt Romney in that way. And so if Newt Gingrich wants to run on his record, run on the past, talk about Reagan, well, then he needs to also be ready to talk about that he was the champion of Medicare Part D, that he sat down with Nancy Pelosi for a global warming ad. These are big issues, and there's plenty more. Newt Gingrich will also tell you what you want to hear. He'll just tell you more passionately and convincingly. So I think this ties all in together. Newt Gingrich doesn't want to look at his past, and this is all about style more than substance.
All right, Roland.
Look, Newt Gingrich wants to stand here and just drape himself. I mean, if he could wear a Ronald Reagan suit, actually he couldn't because he couldn't fit it. But look, the problem here is Newt Gingrich has been able to climb in the polls because he's been forward thinking. You don't sit here and keep trying to go, oh, I've done all these things in the past. Yeah, you also ran white suburban women away, and that's why you lost Congress to President Bill Clinton. So, Newt, you really don't want to go back in your past because your past is not that great.
Why do you want to hate on the man's suit size? Come on.
I'm stating. I ain't hating. I'm stating.
You live in a glass house. Don't live in a glass house. You live in a glass house.
I'm not living in a glass house. Actually, my house got bricks. We saw your muscle. You really need to stop.
Hello.
Oh, go ahead, Patricia.
Hello. Anyway, back to the point. What are we talking about? Wait, I know what we're talking about. Newt Gingrich, this is what the top of the self-destruct button looks like. He does not need to elaborate what he has done in the past. He is treading dangerously close to Al Gore. I invented the internet territory. The good news for Newt Gingrich is he has a lot to run on in his past that is good. He did work with Bill Clinton. They did reform welfare. They did run a very long era of peace and prosperity. Just say what you did. Do not make it up.
All right. With 10 seconds left, do you want to? You have anything else to say?
I don't need 10 seconds.
All right. Oh, see, she's strong and right to the point. She's not taking cheap shots. Nothing like that. All right. It's time now for your buzzer beater. 20 seconds each. 20 seconds each. All right. So here it is. Conan spoofs Herman Cain's new ad.
Cain is vowing to stay in the race. In fact, I couldn't believe this today. He started fighting back with a new campaign ad. Check it out.
Jimmy Carter never cheated on his wife, and we had 7% unemployment and 14% inflation. Bill Clinton cheated on his wife every chance he could get, and we had only 4% unemployment, 1% inflation, and a balanced budget. Herman Cain, because when presidents get laid, you get paid.
That was awesome. So Herman Cain tells CNN he'll make a final decision if he'll stay in the race in the next several days. Okay, Roland, your prediction?
I think Herman Cain is getting out of this race. I mean, you can't keep taking these hits. But also, if this came up when you ran for the U.S. Senate and you told one of your advisors, how do you not think it was going to come up when you run for president? He says, put my family through it. Bottom line, dude, you got to get out. Seriously, you can sell books on Amazon.com without having to run for president. It's okay.
Go, Will.
That's the issue. Is him staying in the race, continuing to raise his profile, raising his chances of getting a TV gig, raising his chances of selling more books? Because if it is, then I don't know why he's going to get out. I don't think he will get out. I think that's got to have been what he's in the race for. Because all these issues were there for him ahead of time. He knew they would come up. He knew they were out there. So I don't think he was in it to be a president. He was in it to do those things.
All right.
So he'll stick around.
All right. 1 second left. There you go, Patricia.
Yeah, well, if I could predict what Herman Cain was going to do, I would also be playing the ponies and betting on the stock market. Nobody knows what this man is going to do. Whatever he does, I hope he'll start taking some responsibility for some of these problems. He is blaming it on the Democrats, the Republicans, somebody out there, somebody who wants to get him and doesn't want to win. He's also saying maybe his family is going to be the reason he gets out. Whatever his decision, please take responsibility for at least some of this.
Yeah, and my money today, I'm not sure if it's on Roland or Will as they were going back and forth today.
Hey, Will, show us that mini-me muscle again. Show us that mini-me muscle of yours.
Roland, we can take this in person if you want.
Oh, God. Okay. Oh, Will, seriously.